Hello everyone, Zoelle Rose coming to you live from southern Germany. Names. Names are a fascinating thing, aren't there? So many names, so little time. Now Zoelle Rose, fantasy name, made the whole thing up. Now what's in a name? I mean, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. That's what Shakespeare said. But would it? Think about it. Let's take that rose. Beautiful, delicate fragrance. And let's call it arachnid. Blah. Well, that's going to evoke all sorts of creepy, crawly images in your head, right? I mean, you're going to look at this beautiful flower and you're going to think, arachnid. I'm not going to take that home and cultivate it. I mean, arachnid. There must be some reason why such a beautiful thing would be called such an ugly name. Maybe it's poisonous. Better leave that one alone. So we have so many beautiful, creative names right now. Now, when I was growing up, these are pretty simple names like Susan, Linda, Gail, Jane. Now you've got Brittany, you've got Caitlin, you've got Olivia, you've got Brianna. Everybody's getting really creative with names. So each of these names, let's just say, is going to influence the fate of the person. I read an article recently that said, your name can end up affecting everything in your life. Definitely your level of self-confidence, feelings of self-worth, your relationships, popularity, even as much as your financial prosperity. So let's just say your name is Brittany. Now, when I think of Brittany, I think that's going to be the most popular girl in school, right? She's going to be surrounded by lots of friends. Everybody's going to want to go talk to Brittany. She's going to have boyfriends. Brittany's at the center of attention. Now let's just say your name instead is Brunhilde. Now Brunhilde could be a lovely, blonde-haired, pigtailed girl with blue eyes, and nevertheless, the name, everybody's going to have this image in their head of this wizened old woman who lives in the forest, and probably she's a witch. So you want to leave Brunhilde over there. Better go talk to Brittany. Right? Now my name, my given name on my birth certificate, Devora. Did I hear you say, "Do what?" Exactly. I would walk into a room, introduce myself, and nobody could understand what I was saying. So I'd say Devora, and they'd say, "Do what?" And I'd have to repeat it, Devora. And they'd say, "Do what?" And I'd repeat it again, Devora. And they'd say, "Do what?" "Ah, forget about you. I'm going to go talk to Brittany." So for a while, I thought the solution would be just name myself Do What. Save everybody the trouble. So I would introduce myself, Do What? And they would go, "Huh?" And I would repeat it, Do what? And they'd go, "Huh?" And I'd say, Do what? And they'd go, "Huh?" "Ah, forget about you. I'm going to go talk to Brittany." So, Devora. Now that has actually a lot of connotations. It is straight out of the Old Testament. Devora, Book of Judges. She was a judge, a prophetess, a valiant warrior. And I wanted to take that all into myself. And you know what? The first battle I had to fight was for my name. Introduce yourself as Devora. It's like throwing down a gauntlet. It's a challenge to a duel. And you know what? Nobody wants a challenge to a duel. Everybody's just going to go off and talk to Brittany. So I figured, you know what? I was going to have to start all from scratch. So I decided on Jessica. Jessica. That's a very inviting kind of name. Jessica's going to have friends. Jessica. Even going to have boyfriends. Jessica. Can get on stage and sing. Go on auditions for acting jobs. Now that's what Devora wanted to do, but you know what? Devora didn't really have any confidence. Jessica, on the other hand, that was a whole other story. So I kept that name for a number of years. And then I decided I wanted to go back to having a biblical name. And I thought, Rachel, that would be the ideal fate if I had to have a biblical name. It would be Rachel. Rachel is going to be a lovely woman, adoring husband, beautiful children, a wonderful home. Now that is a fate I can embrace. Bring that on, right? Well, that didn't last very long either, so I decided to play with my middle name. My middle name is Anne. So I thought, Ariane. Now that's part of Greek mythology. Now I am half Greek, So that fit very well for me. And airy, well, it's the Latin for dry, but if you pronounce it with a Midwest accent, it's going to be the airy. So Airy Ann. Now that's me, the Airy Ann. I'm a Gemini. I am the original Air Queen, Space Cadet. Just spread my wings and fly. But I thought that wasn't quite good enough. So then there was Ariel. This one's perfect. Not only is she the airy L, which is French for she, so that's a whole other dimension, français, right? She's the magical mermaid from Walt Disney. Everybody wants to be Ariel. Also, from the Bible, Ariel, Lion of God, the voice of justice, thundering into the world. So I thought, this is the fate that encompasses all of the things that I really want to be. I want to be the airy woman, the magical creature, the voice of justice. I wanted to go back to having something Greek in my name, so I chose Zoe as my first name. Zoe is life. I wanted to let everybody know that I embraced life. So I was Zoe Ariel. And then for my last name, I chose Rose in Bloom. Because what could be more beautiful than the rose in bloom? Always blossoming and bringing wonderful things into the world and joy to those around her. The only problem, Zoe Ariel Rosenblum, like a ton of bricks, just like Devorah. Not going to see Zoe Ariel Rosenblum anywhere on the credits in the movie, not even all the way down at the bottom. Not going to happen. So I thought I was going to have to shorten it. So I combined Zoe and Ariel, like Zoelle, which flows right off the tongue, doesn't it? And then I shortened Rosenblum to Rose. So there you have it, Zoelle Rose, a name fit to be up in lights. Bring the fate on. Now the only problem with the name Rosenblum is I sit down and type, and instead of hitting the B, I invariably hit the G. So it reads Rose in Gloom. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Zoelle Rose saying good night and thanks for being here.